What's good, people? It's about that time to randomly relate reverse rants. No hate. Well, listen, guys. I got the article from Seconds Out, and this article was basically based on an interview. Frank Warren has said exactly what some of us, and salute to all of you guys, you know who you are, we were all on the same page with this, and I'm saying, I don't know, man, this thing with Daniel Dubois sounds kind of fishy, man. And it's like, it's always saying he's sick, and it's one thing for somebody to be okay, and then they feel sick, and people can, like, people know, like, something definitely was wrong, or this guy's not, but when you say that you're sick all of a sudden, and here's a fight that everybody wanted to see. People was into this fight. And now that the fight's off, the question that we have is, okay, what exactly is Daniel Dubois going to do when he come back? Because if Daniel Dubois is sick and the fight's off, okay, cool. You got sick, whatever. Nobody expect you to come in there and you're not at your best. But as long as it's against Parker. Now, if you go to fight Usyk, people going to say, yeah, well, that's even better because that's for undisputed, right? And plus, they have unfinished business. Yeah, but that's different when you didn't already have a fight lined up. And my thing was, I said, I'm starting to really feel like Daniel Dubois punked out of this fight so he can go fight Usyk, man. I got a strong feeling that that's what he's going to do. It wouldn't make any sense for him to get out of this fight to go fight somebody else that don't have a belt, right? No, that's not what he wanted. Meanwhile, Parker is winning fight after fight after fight after fight, yet he's not being rewarded. Now, this was his way of being rewarded, and then, once again, it was taken from him. I mean, when Parker beat Deontay Wilder, Turkey Usyk was still sitting there trying to find ways to reward Wilder, trying to get Wilder another big fight. Wait a minute, man. Come on. This dude just beat Deontay Wilder. Joseph Parker, I mean. And instead of you guys elevating him, you're trying to find a way to, get Wilder back in the mix. Like, no, that's not how this shit's supposed to work. Let's not forget, when Daniel Dubois got beat by Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois is the one who had the WBA regular championship title shot with Trevor Bryant. Not Joe Joyce. So Frank Warren got to pulling some strings for him. And once again, he weaseled his way into a fight. He weaseled his way out of this fight. And Frank Warren is saying, well, it's difficult, the situation with Joseph Parker, but like, hey, this is what we want. We're going for Usyk next. And I said, yeah, you just confirmed what some of us already were speculating, man. And I like to give people the benefit of the doubt first, but like, come on, man. Can you just call your job? Can you imagine you supposed to work tomorrow morning? You just decide, fuck it, I'm going to stay home and chill. I don't feel like going to work. You're not going to call them and let them know anything? Or you just going to say, hey, yeah, I'm not coming to work on the voicemail? You're not going to explain why? And, I think it would sound more like I'm calling out sick. I'm using a sick day or whatever. And nowadays, shit, just for one day, they want you to put in for 2 weeks. Well, I'm sick. I don't fucking know I'm going to be sick 2 weeks from now, right? So, bottom line, they want you to come in with a doctor's note. That's how strict things have gotten. Boxing, motherfucker just, oh, yeah, he had an infection. He couldn't fight. So, Parker had his shot. What the fuck you mean Parker had his shot? No, he didn't have his shot. Parker didn't get sick. You did. At least you claim so. But now that you're better, all of a sudden, he wants Usyk. I don't believe he really wanted to fight Joseph Parker in the first place. I think when he beat AJ, it was in his mind already that he wanted Usyk. I don't want that banana peel fight. I might fight somebody and lose, and then I don't get the Usyk fight. And pretty much, this is pussy. This is a bitch-made move. I don't give a fuck. Like I told you guys, someone came in my comment section saying, why would somebody go through a training camp and do all that just to back out of a fight? That makes no sense. Yeah, I know. When you think logically, but when money's involved, you got to understand that Parker money is good, but that Usyk money is even better. So you got to, stop trying to come draw your own conclusions to a point where you're saying things as if these fighters are above doing dirty, sneaky shit. I don't care how much you like a fighter. Y'all know I like Daniel Dubois as a fighter, but this is bitch made, man. This is a pussy ass move. You see, when you hungry, when you want that chance, and you over here talking about, how dedicated you are to boxing, this is your life and all of that, but then at the same time, now you got a short chance to change the direction of the way things are going, because you're fighting the fights people want to see. You're still going to make your money, but now you go and do the very thing that is not known to be honorable or noble by most people, but because you are the one in a position of, hey, I already have a belt. Usyk got the other ones, right? He got the other 3. I'll fight him. Then this is for undisputed. But when you look at it, right? Let's look at it for what it is. Let's look at this for what it is. Usyk already beat you. Usyk doesn't have to fight you, but he said he would. It would be no problem. See, this kind of shit is where usually I'm like, with certain most fighters, I'm just like, pretty much, even when I want to see a fighter win, when I say best man win, best woman win, I don't want to see a person lose, like get a victory off some bullshit. I don't want to see no cheating or no dirty shit. This kind of shit right here, man, kind of makes me want to see Usyk beat the shit out of Daniel Dubois this time. Like really beat the shit out of him. Or maybe Usyk needs to get sick now, because that's some dirty shit. Because the same way Usyk was training for this fight, Dubois was training for this fight, so was Joseph Parker. And now Joseph Parker goes and fight regardless, where he could have just said, nah, fuck it, I'm waiting on Dubois. See, if he would have waited on Dubois, you know what would have happened? He would have found himself in a position where Dubois is not even going to fucking fight him now. And then he would have missed out. And he would have trained and trained and trained, made no money. Well, but Cody, he stepped up. Joseph Parker decided, nah. And according to the Team Parker, they said, nah, fuck it, I want Cody. Nobody wants to fight him, I'll fight him. Okay, cool. And he went in there and he disposed of him. Got him out of there. And I'm like, great. I got the utmost respect for Joseph Parker, man. Because Joseph Parker is in there fighting, and he keeps winning, and he's showing you, man, look, I'm here to win. I'm here to fight. I want to fight the best fighters, right? But you got people like Derek Chisora that says, fuck that guy, he's bored, nobody gives a fuck. Okay, right, but who gives a fuck about watching an old, washed-up veteran walk in the ring to get beat the fuck up and lose fucking 11 out of 12 fights just to finally get one fucking victory over a guy that's average anyway? And I'm just saying, let's be real, because that's what most people do. They repeat what these fighters say. What fucking fighter goes in there wanting to win, wanting to showcase his skills and wanting to say, hey, look at my resume, man, I fought the best guys. I didn't win every fight or every single big fight, but I won some of them big fights. This is why you got to respect Sean Porter as well, because Sean Porter fought all these top guys in his division. And, he's the only one that fought all of them. Right? So when you look at everything else, and you look at who's who and who's doing what, how can you not respect the fighters that's going out there fighting nothing but the top guys? And like I said, Joseph Parker had every right to say, well, fuck it, if he's sick, then he's pulling out, then I'm going to wait, because this is the fight that I'm supposed to get, and this is for the championship. Nah, he said, fuck it, I want to fight. Gotta respect that. The real ones respect that. And then here goes Daniel Dubois, pull his... This shit right here makes me feel like this motherfucker probably wasn't even sick. He probably used that shit as an excuse just to get out the fucking fight, because there's things that people can go to the doctor and say, oh, man, I think I got a stomach virus, or, they'll say some shit where the doctor can't prove it, or my lower back, or something to the effect where the doctor can't prove anything, but they'll prescribe medicine. So they'll come and show you, see, the doctor prescribed it. We don't know that you was sick. You know how many sneaky motherfuckers I had around me growing up? I had a motherfucker sitting in my house just to sit home and play Tecmo football back in the day. Yeah, I'm sick. pouring water in the tub, trying to pretend he was like making like he was throwing up, and I'm like, man, you did all this just to stay home and play Tecmo football. What the fuck, man? Yo, I know this shit fun as fuck though, man. I'm saying people make up shit all the time. Yeah, let's always say something that a doctor can't prove. They just got to go by your word, and then prescribe some shit. And that's all you're going to show is, yeah, I did go to the doctor. The doctor did prescribe this or that. Yeah, so people will pretend they're sick when they're even not. How many times somebody have a car accident, them motherfuckers are fine. Then all of a sudden you see the motherfucker got a cane, a walker, and a neck brace. Like, seriously? Like, so, yeah, y'all, he did it. He pulled the okie doke. Because even if he was sick, you mean to tell me you don't think Daniel Dubois knows that if he's all about doing the right thing is, yo, man, this dude, Joseph Parker, was next in line. Plain and simple. He was next in line. And it's the right thing to do is fight this guy. Yeah, but it wasn't a mandatory. It was voluntary. Yeah, that's what a bitch-made motherfucker would say. That's the excuse that somebody would come up with. So what? It was voluntary. So fucking what? So what? Just like when Tyson Fury was trying to shove him versus Manuel Charr down our throats. Who the fuck cared about him fighting Manuel Charr? But he did that shit. Then this motherfucker fought Derek Chisora. Ain't gonna give us some bullshit about, I'm a man of my word. No, you're not. You're a liar. Yeah, you want to be a man of your word when it comes to taking an easy fight. And he went telling, I always promised Derek Chisora that I become world champion, I would give him a shot. And yeah, I know. That motherfucker's full of shit. Daniel Dubois is full of shit. And they both with fucking Frank Warren. And the crazy thing about that is, look at Joseph Parker's relationship with Fury, right? Warren don't give a fuck about that. That's your boy. I don't give a fuck about him. He ain't signed to us. Like, I'm not his promoter. Fuck him. Right? Pretty much. That's foul, man. Joseph Parker. Let me say this plain and simple. I respect what that dude stand for, how he comes in that ring to fight, and he's not turning down no challenges, right? But what Daniel Dubois did, right, just is showing you this. See, no matter how hungry you claim you are, no matter how dedicated and focused you claim you are, this is paper championship material. Why? Your millions are going to come. And I'm not telling you to not go get your money. But you already made a decision to fight this guy and then backed out just the day or two before, whatever, like a couple of days before, whatever. Like, that's, come on, man, seriously. I'm not talking about, okay, I just beat AJ, now I have a choice to make. Who my next opponent going to be? I'm trying to negotiate. All right, let's go after Parker. Let's talk to Parker first, right? Because Usyk already said that he's going to be inactive for a while. Just say. And let's say all of a sudden Usyk changes his mind. Now, before you put anything on paper, I wouldn't even feel no type of way if you was to say, hey, listen, Team Parker, hey, listen, man, sorry about this, but look, we got a better offer, man. Usyk is now saying he want to fight. That's more money. So we going after that. I beat Usyk, you know, and whatever you decide to do, whether you go on and fight or whether you wait, whatever it is, you'll be next. That's not a problem. But to go through a training camp, the facility, everything is already set, the car's set, it's on. Then all of a sudden you get sick. Okay, cool. But you don't feel obligated to fight that same man that you were supposed to fight that night? Now, instead, I'm better now, who all of a sudden a Usyk deal comes up? No. He said Usyk is the fight they want. So we don't even know if they talked to Usyk yet. All we know is he's not fighting Joseph Parker. Man, this is a bitch-ass move. I don't give a fuck who try to make excuses for it. I don't care how much. I like Daniel Dubois as a fighter as well. Like I said, that ain't got nothing to do with it. Who I like as a fighter have nothing to do with it. I like Usyk as a fighter. And honestly, man, I hope Usyk beat the shit out of Daniel Dubois for this shit. Because you know what, man? If Usyk whoop his ass, now Usyk takes the belt. Dubois doesn't have a belt anymore. Now, there'll probably be a rematch clause. Probably. And let's say if there is. Right? Now they're going to fight 3 fucking times. Okay. And that means Parker will still be on the outside, still fighting, and not getting closer to a championship. And I think the only way that Parker is going to get a championship, man, is if Usyk beats the Dubois, and he ends up being undisputed and he fights him. I mean, I really don't know, man, because I know these promoters have this, hey, man, let's make some money. Let's just, cruise through 2 or 3 easy fights. I don't know. But Frank Warren's been working close to Turkey Al Sheikh just like Eddie Hearn. So, I don't know, man. I just don't respect that move, man. Like, come on. You had this guy ready. He got there and impressed. And you might have seen the fact that he seen Parker knock out a Coley. He might, that shit might even scare him more. Like, shit. I'm just saying. It is what it is. But, yeah, man. Yeah. Triple D. Dude definitely ducked. That's what he did. He ducked. Talk to me in the comment section, y'all. Never fall in love with lies. Remember, the truth brings hair to people, and I will catch y'all on the next video.